I'm Ben, and this is Spencer.
Hello.
What are you supposed to say? Hey.
Hey.
Yeah, a hype train is close. Hooray. So forth. Today's round 8 of the U.S. Championship and the U.S. Women's Championship. There's a tie for first in both sections. In the championship, Wesley, Lenderman, and Sevian are tied for first. And in the women's, Carissa's in clear first with 5 out of 7. She's the only player in either event to have 5 out of 7.
It's a pretty good score.
Yeah. Crush and Nemtsova have 4.5.
Thank you, Chico Burger.
Yeah. So at the moment, Burke and Shong are tied for last. And there's several people with half a point more. Strangely, Fabiano is the only player with 3.5 out of 7 with 50%. So let's talk about the pairings today. Jeffrey is white against Fabiano. Wesley is black against Shankland. That's Wesley's tied for first. Is black against Shankland. Sevian's tied for first, and he has white against Dominguez. Ray was tied for first until he wasn't, losing that great game yesterday against Fabi. I don't know if you saw what Fabi did at the end.
Not at the end, no. I saw that his position was pretty good.
He did the greatest thing that's ever happened.
Oh, maybe we can look at it.
Yeah, I'm going to show you.
I was teaching all day.
Bruzon had 6 draws. Then he lost with white like a baby, although not a strong baby.
Right.
To Sevian. He lost in 22 moves with white. Man, truth hurts.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, Schwiertz, Lenderman, talk about the bottom of the... And then more bottom of the barrel, Naroditsky versus Burke. In the women's championship, Nazi Pakidze is white against Crush. That'll be a good matchup.
Mm-hmm.
Zatonsky, Sharevich, seeing who the better Anna is.
All right, Anna v. Anna.
Basically, since the day they were born, Zatonsky was better until this tournament.
Yeah.
Carissa is black against Sabina. Carissa's in clear first. And then Ashritha is white against Hooker Genova. Megan Lee is black against Nemtsova. Nemtsova was in clear first until she wasn't. And Megan Lee yesterday, confusing the audience, beat Nazi Pakidze, and I'm going to show you that too.
Okay.
Yeah, and then you're going to choke on your own rage.
I saw that it was like no theory, and it was it was okay for Megan.
You're going to choke on your own rage for several reasons the last 20 moves. Yeah.
Okay.
For like a whole tournament's worth of choking on your rage. And then Talia is white against Tatev. They're fighting for last place, I guess. Okay, now let me show you first what happened here. Okay. So I literally didn't care about what happened at the beginning. All I know was in this position at time control, White's completely winning.
That looks right.
Okay. And then she was more and more and more and more and more winning until Black wasn't resigning and it was embarrassing.
Okay.
Yeah, because if King takes Queen F5 check.
Yeah.
Okay. And then so it was getting embarrassing, as you can see.
Yes.
Okay. And then she stopped Queen D1. Okay.
Uh-huh.
Okay. Now in this position, you can see White's plus 7,000.
Forced mate.
Right. Okay. Now in this position, White made 9 question mark move.
Okay.
Rook takes E5, not winning.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And I said she might play it because she might see check here. And that's what happened. Right, yeah. I said she might play rook takes E5.
But it's rook B2.
Rook B2, and then it's a stalemate. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then when this was posted, Nigel Short wrote, he said, that's the stupidest rule in chess, that stalemate's a draw. Yeah. He really did post that. That was an idiotic rule. Yeah.
Right.
He's like, White should still win. What is this? Yeah. And Nazi didn't see her own stalemate.
Yeah.
Right. Then she played on a long time.
That is kind of ridiculous.
I mean, a long time. I mean, a long time. Yeah. And then she resigned. Yeah.
Low quality stuff there.
Yeah, 80 from, thanks, Savvy Drone. Okay, now for not as bad a play, but still bad, but not bad. Okay, so in my opinion, this is the greatest thing that's ever happened in human history.
And you're not known for hyperbole.
Right, okay. Now, this position, the players agreed that the only winning plan I saw which is taking the knight and taking the pawn.
Uh-huh.
They agreed that was a draw, that white can't win there. I'm not sure if they're right, but okay, if Fabi said so, I believe him. And I thought that was the only thing.
What would Sweert say about it?
Right.
That's what I want to know.
That's the only thing he can do. So nothing happened for like 1,000 moves.
Yeah.
So I'm going back.
I see.
All right. So this is where it started. This he forced c6. Okay. Yeah. So they did this for 40 moves where nothing happened. Okay.
Right. That's the right way to do it.
Right. Then Fabi did something I would never, ever, 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 ever consider. It doesn't win, but it won. It's going to win practically. Okay.
He played e5, so now
I literally didn't care about that. But watch what he does. This is great. Now, I think if Black's king is over here, he's drawing. And so Fabi, let his king go over here. Okay.
He can't even get it over there.
Then he played, but he moved it. I mean, he moved it over to the king side. Right. Now he played here. This is part of his diabolical trick. And then after here, you will know Fabi is the Lord.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you guess every legal move, you won't guess what Fabi did. You guess every legal move.
Yeah, I would probably move my dark square bishop.
Yeah, that's right. Here. So instead of winning the pawn, he sacrificed his bishop for it.
I like it.
Yeah, that's genius. Yeah. And this is a draw if Black plays like God Almighty.
So but already this is very difficult psychologically for Ray.
Yeah, and also it's
what's happening now.
I think in a slow game he wouldn't draw either. I think if he had an hour he wouldn't draw. It's too hard. So in this position, he made the losing move, knight e6 check. That loses immediately. The way to draw is knight check, c5, and then even here it's hard to draw. Even here you got to play this is the only drawing move. Right. And then there's a good try here.
Yeah, I like pushing the G pawn.
Yeah, this is a good try.
Take b7 and
now,
the C pawn.
There's one drawing move here. Here. So, you kidding me? So who's going to draw this?
So bishop b7, knight c4 is the idea, I guess. But
bishop take, and then
king c7.
Knight c4. Well, you could take this, but yeah.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah. This is a draw, this position. This position's a draw. Yeah, right.
I would think this is losing.
Right. Well, you can't go here because I check and take. If you go here, I go here.
I mean, king...
Yeah. Yeah, truth hurts.
Upwards.
You can go here, stopping
knight. Yeah,
that's
what I wanted.
But yeah. Then I go here, then I take, then I take.
Yeah, I can sort of see it as a draw now.
But knight g2 is the only move that draws after g5.
Yeah,
okay,
crazy.
So he blundered immediately, Ray. He played knight e6, then he resigns. He didn't resign, but it's over. You lose everything, and it's horrible. Yeah. And then he didn't resign like they do in the weaker tournaments. He played on when it was silly. And then I said, I wonder if Fabi's going to make a bishop in the final position. Okay, this is a cool move. So Ray wants to go here and take and check.
Yeah.
So Fabi played g7 first, so he could make a queen.
G8,
but he made a bishop.
Cool.
And I said, it makes a bishop, but Fabi's not funny. He won't do that. Then he did.
Right, I like it.
Right. He said he never made a bishop before. So
just as good.
Right, then resigns. Man, that's sacking a piece, and that's just great.
Well, also it's sort of correct because he had to sacrifice the bishop, so he made another one.
Then he got another one. Yeah, that's good. Yeah. All right, the round has started. Thanks for the smallest of donations you guys have been making the last few days. Good job. Okay, Jeffrey's white against Fabi. If Fabi goes 4-0 the last 4 rounds. Plus, he won yesterday.
Yeah.
Then he'll win the tournament.
Yeah.
So that means he won't win the tournament.
But it's a Rogozin, huh? Yeah. Very solid opening. I would hate to have white here in this opening.
$4.99. Thanks, Meepex. A train.
Meepex. Go Meepex.
Yay, Meepex.
Yeah, I accidentally stopped the stream, which was my favorite mistake. Maybe that fixes everything we've ever done. Yeah. Okay.
It's okay, Bordorf.
Yeah. So this is the boring world of Niels Bohr.
Yeah, Black will try to play e5.
Yeah, but the problem is Fabi needs to win. So this game's never going to end. Never going to give you up.
Yeah, that was great by Fabi.
Yeah, thanks
really
11 years.
Amazing stuff to win that endgame.
Yeah. Oh, let me tell you something I learned today that I'm going to guess neither one of you knew.
Okay.
I'm guessing that.
11 years.
I was driving home from here last night, and I kept turning my... And then I was clicking through the stations. I got to Archer's favorite station, the 50 station. Okay.
Okay.
He likes 50s. Okay. And guess what song they were playing? Istanbul, not Constantinople.
By the Four Lads.
Yes. Did you know that?
You thought I didn't know the original?
No. Well, you don't know a lot from the 50s music, right?
Come on. Yeah, I knew who it was.
Yeah, I did. I never heard that.
I like that one.
I like that version better.
Yeah, I kind of like it a lot. Yeah.
I've heard the version.
Oh, you've heard the Four
I
Lads
would
version?
say I
But
do. I
wouldn't
might
have been
probably
able to
like
name
it
who it
better
was.
too.
Right, yeah. Spencer, he's
Yeah.
my son. Anyway,
Chess guy.
I realized at some point in my life, it was about a year ago, that every song I know is a remake of a song I don't know. And then that just keeps proving it.
Pretty true.
Yeah. We were at a movie theater where we saw Santa Sangre, what's at the Plaza?
Yeah,
Schneider.
Plaza.
And then they were playing songs from like the 50s and 60s that I knew from the 90s and 2000s. And I'm like, oh. Like every song, I was like, what? Every song's a remake. Yeah. Yeah, go the Four Lads.
Yeah, I got
Yeah.
I've what's it called, the Ramones, and it's Surfing Bird.
Yeah.
I have that album in vinyl.
Thanks for whatever you guys are doing. I have a question. That guy wants me to come to Idaho. What's a chess cap? What's that?
I'm not
It's a
sure.
chess cap.
He said he wants me to do a chess cap and a simul.
I saw it.
What's a chess cap? All right, as long as nobody else knows, it's fine. You guys are like, what do you mean you don't know what it
It's
is?
probably a typo.
Oh, okay. Camp.
Cam.
Camp.
There you go.
Yeah, okay.
That's right.
I mean,
The more money you pay me, doesn't Yermolinsky live in South Dakota?
All right.
One thing nobody knows about Yermolinsky, except people who have heard this story before, is he strangled me once.
Oh yeah, you told me about that.
Yeah, other people saw it. They were like, what are you doing? Yeah. And then Joel said, I can see why he's angry. He's in clear first in his section. Yeah. We were playing tennis, and it was me and some woman, I don't remember who it was, against him. And he won like every single point. Then we won a point after like an hour, and I was like, yay. And he thought we were showing him up. So he went to the minute of the end, he started strangling me for like, yay. But he wasn't kidding. He was furious.
Got you.
And I was like, well, you won 85 points in a row. We're not keeping... And I won one, and you were mad that I was celebrating that. And even though he was like winning the U.S. championship and he won every point, losing 1 point made him want to kill everybody.
That's why he was such a champion.
Yeah.
man,
Yeah, etc.
he doesn't-
Yeah. Did you survive? Yeah, I survived. Yeah.
If you survive, please come again.
Would you be interested in coming? Yeah, send Karen an email. Karen at atlchessclub.com. And then she'll, delete it. I mean, maybe.
I'll answer it, but
Yeah.
if you got a lot of money, then
Yeah, the more money you pay me, then we might read the email.
no, I'll read it. And I'll
Yeah,
answer it.
Karen at atlchessclub.com.
But you don't really go work out of town.
Right, well, if they give me 10 grand, I'll do it.
Yeah, that's
Right?
a lot of
Yeah.
money.
Well, I mean, I might do it.
How's it going, Sven?
Not like
Good to see you.
money.
So, what happened this game? Bishop went to d6, and then
We
he did
did
play
play
e5, as you said, and they did... Jeffrey's pretending he's in prep 2. f4 immediately. Both
Still banging
both have
them out, yeah.
tons of time. Yeah. And then bishop takes c3. They're both still in prep. That's good prep.
Well, it seems pretty normal.
So black's supposed to win this? All right.
Well,
Yeah, prepare something else next time, Fabi. I guess Fabi could draw this game and win his next 3 and tie for first. So, I mean, he wants to win the tournament, even though he's 50%. Okay. Then we have a million moves of theory in an opening they both play with both sides. Shankland, white against So. All right. And they've both had this position many times. Knight h4.
it's kind of an early G4, huh?
Yeah, they do that sometimes. Never play f3. And then this is Sam's prep. And normally Wesley just moves instantly.
Yeah.
So I'm wondering if f3 is a novelty and they usually play h3.
Why
That's
don't
what I
you
was
click the
wondering.
openings tab?
I never do that.
F3 had been played once.
Yeah, but okay, h3, yeah.
H3.
Also,
is
you
more
can play
common,
king
yeah.
g2 because if bishop takes, I have rook d4. Very confusing. Yeah.
That is confusing.
So yeah, F3 is a very unusual move. Obviously, never play F3. Thanks for not donating or subbing. Yay. And then, yeah. So Wesley's already thinking, so he doesn't know this move.
Yeah, F3 is weird because, in a perfect world, white plays F4, F5, E6. So F3 is, kind of slow.
Right.
But, well, it's sort of tough to get those moves in anyway. I've played white in a Berlin, a few times now, and it's difficult, to make progress on the king side. So it's going to be a slow build.
So obviously draws the most likely result.
Totally.
But that's not my question. What's the second most likely result? White wins or black?
Black.
Correct.
Yeah.
Hey, what's the coffee situation?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I can get us some coffee if you want.
All right. Did anybody at home want coffee? You have to donate at least $2.99. All right, now you won't believe this, but Karen's still working the lights. No, I'm just kidding. She's plugging in her computer. Yeah. All right, now I'm going to ask Karen a question. It's the hardest question she's ever been asked in her life. Ready? Which battery dies more often, your laptop or your phone?
Phone.
Yeah? That's unfair, though, because you use your phone more, or maybe. Yeah. But percentage-wise?
Here you go.
Oh, thank you. Do you agree with that? I asked her which loses battery more, her phone or her laptop.
What did she say?
Phone.
That sounds right.
Yeah. I agree.
Last night I lost it when I went to karaoke.
Your phone?
Yeah, it was dead for a little while.
Yeah. But was that the only time that day you lost battery on your phone?
No.
No. Yeah. Spencer and Iram think that's funny. Okay, so for reasons I don't understand, okay, because I'm not 12 years old, my daughter, who's 19, her brightness on her phone is always the minimum. You can't make it less bright. So I can't see anything. Do you have yours all the way down to the bottom? Brightness?
I have it auto set, so it does it on its own. But
Yeah.
a lot of times I'll lower it a little. But she does it so other people can't read her phone.
Right, but I can't see her phone, and she's
At all.
just doing
I
stuff,
get
and
it.
I'm like, I can't. What are you doing?
Yeah.
But her battery never dies, ever.
My battery is doing pretty good.
Yeah.
83%.
Yeah, Karen's battery on her phone dies about twice a day on average. Yeah, my battery dies a lot too on my phone. I have I actually got a special application where the brightness goes higher than it's possible. Yeah, I saw a TikTok video where the guy pushes 50 buttons and it makes it louder when you listen to music.
Oh.
He went into some setting and he did something.
Wow,
So
I'd
then
like that.
Then you could go deaf even quicker. Okay, so Wesley played H5. There's
Boring.
only two moves, H3 and G5. And that's it. If G5, bishop F5.
I mean, G5 is extremely double-edged move because it traps the bishop, which is good, but then you can never move your pawns, which is bad.
And you give this square away.
Yeah.
Also,
Weaken the white
after
squares a lot.
H3, the engine says F6. F3, F6, boo, boo.
Right.
All right. Now we got somebody
what's going on
somebody
here?
else who does it. This looks like a Petrov. Yeah.
Yeah. But with
Yeah,
the
I had
early
black in this
D4,
position before you were born.
Some queen H4 and 5 are
Ooh, knight
ideal.
C3.
That's
Yeah,
a weird
that's
move.
the knight takes, bishop D6, queen H4, long
Yeah,
castle.
yeah.
Yeah, I lost the game in 25 moves to Hermann von Reemsdijk.
I remember a game. It was Magnus beat Wang Yue in that line, I think.
Yeah, but that's the old line. Knight C3 is the new and improved line.
You've seen this before?
Yeah.
I've never seen this.
Yeah. Yeah, well, you see black is blitzing it out. So black's
yeah.
seen it, yeah.
Yeah, totally.
Okay, take, bishop D6, castles. Rook E1, C5, and Dominguez has more time than he started with. He's pretty good at the Petrov.
Yeah.
Now, Spencer may not even know this, but he probably does. Between 1988 and 1994, I basically just played the Petrov.
I knew you played some Petrov
And there was one game I had with Andrei Sokolov, who used to be the best Sokolov until Ivan came around.
Right.
Andrei Sokolov at one point was considered the third best player in the world, which doesn't make any sense.
Dang.
And I played the Petrov against him in Reykjavik 1990, and we played 1 billion moves of theory, and I drew in 75 moves.
Dang.
Yeah, I used to know a lot of theory. Now I move one, I'm confused. Okay, so this is weird that Sam plays knight c3 and then Dominguez knows more theory than him. Man, the truth hurts. It's good to be 2750 plus.
Well, C5 could be a slightly uncommon move, you know. But yeah, he's very well prepared, clearly.
Yeah.
No doubt
But
about
Sam
that.
Sevian, Sam Sevian's pretty good with white. Man.
Yeah.
So I'm scared. Sevian won 2 games in a row. After he lost
lot.
that 900 move endgame,
yeah.
then he beat Fabi,
Lenderman,
and then he
yeah.
beat Bruzon in like 10 seconds. That's the worst game Bruzon's ever lost in his life.
That was crazy.
Yeah.
That
I've
was
never
crazy
been so
there.
angry at somebody. Hey, it's another Petrov.
Dang.
Okay, so this is Ray. They both lost yesterday. Ray and
Main
Bruzon.
line. I thought people, they stopped playing Knight C3 on move 5, huh? I like Knight C3.
They play, but this is the old main line.
Yeah.
Yeah, I used to play. So Bishop E7, Knight C6, Bishop G4 is common. But
Yeah.
I used to play Bishop D6 here.
Okay.
And in the game I played in 1982 at the
Uh-huh.
Michigan Open versus Jim Marfia, Bishop D6, C4, Bishop B4, check, King F1.
Wow.
That's the game where I sacked a rook and his king ran over here and I mated him.
Typical Petrov.
Yeah. Yeah. And then obviously C6 is the main move. And then this is actually my game with Sokolov, I think. This used to be the main line. This was actually played recently too. This was played and then like Queen D3. I mean, okay, this is from 33 years ago. I can't remember anymore because I don't play this line anymore with black. All right, but he played Bishop E7. Now they always play Knight C6 and Bishop G4. He played Bishop F5, which I think is a newer move. I think they started playing that like 5 years ago.
I always thought this was like sort of a main line with Knight C6, and then there's like C4 and Knight C3. And they play like Knight B4 and Bishop E2 and stuff.
That's correct.
But I don't know about Rook E1. Is that a move in there?
Well, black thought a while. Yeah, I mean, it's a reasonable looking move.
Oh, yeah, but I don't know. Maybe it's... And there's a lot of little details.
So now neither player knows any theory. They both just sit there forever. Yeah. All right. Now Ray's really good with white, so I got Ray. I don't care that he lost yesterday in 90 moves.
Yeah.
All right, Lenderman. Here. Now, has Lenderman not lost a game the entire event?
Seems like he hasn't.
And that's it, right? Oh, no, Dominguez and so. They never lose.
All right.
Yeah. So those three haven't lost a game. Lenderman's tied for first, and I think Dominguez and So is also tied for first, and Dominguez is tied for fourth or clear fourth. All right, Lenderman played the Sicilian against Schwiertz. They played Bishop there. I've seen this. E5. Yeah, Lenderman always plays super fast, as you can see.
Totally.
Yeah, he's the fastest, or is it she's the fastest?
She's the
She's the fastest, yeah. All right, castles, Queen B6.
Come on,
so
Lasky.
Lenderman's still in prep. Lenderman's always in prep.
Yeah.
Yeah, he has 4 minutes more than he started with.
He seems like he is the best prepared player here.
Yeah, every opening he blitzes out. Yeah, and he hasn't lost a game. Schwiertz is not in prep. So black has an isolated pawn, but he has the two bishops. So to me, and okay, E5 is like the only annoying thing about black's position.
Yeah.
If it wasn't for E5, I would prefer black. But since E5 is always on the horizon, I probably white's better.
I'd probably play it now, right?
You can play E5 now, or you can develop your bishop. So, yeah, white is slightly better here, but this is still like Lenderman's prep.
Hey, it's Welby.
What?
Good to see you.
Marcus Welby?
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
It's Marcus Welby.
Odds on Ray winning the whole shebang-a-bang? Not good.
Yeah, it's got some chance.
Not
but
good. He lost yesterday.
Not a lot, yeah.
All right. And then we got Naroditsky and Burke, subtitled The Game Nobody Cares About. Okay,
This opening I care about, though.
Oh,
It's
yeah?
like a Tarash.
I've had white in this
Yeah.
position before you were born.
I
You
had
know a move
black.
I always play, right?
A3?
Yeah, I always play
That's the
A3.
main line. You
That's-
know 94 X-Clam?
Yeah, A3. I faced 94. I've played 94.
Yeah, that's a good
Yeah,
one.
this is my famous game with Miguel Iescas Cordoba. Yeah, from the Chrysler family.
No, I will admit that I actually don't have this exact position anymore. Instead of Knight C6, I play A6, a little move order nicety. I never allow this exact position.
Yeah.
I think it's a little bit easier with A6 early. It's something I learned from an Agard book.
Yeah, but he played knight c6
Right,
in this position.
exactly. All right, so I wouldn't do this move order.
Right.
I wouldn't play symmetrical English even.
Okay,
Oh,
so
now it's a semi-Tarash, right? Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, Naroditsky was pretty excited about his draw yesterday, black against Dominguez, so it's a semi-Tarash. All right, now bishop d3, bishop e7. Yeah, I've had white and black in this position, usually from like queen's gambits or something. From different.
Right, you can get a lot of different move orders to get this position.
Yeah,
totally.
we're gonna transpose into like even it's gonna look like a Karo Khan if it goes takes. It's gonna look like the Panov, semi-Tarash. Every opening's the same.
Yeah, also black can like take on c3 and play b6.
Mm-hmm.
That's a way to handle the position, depending on how white wants to play. White would like to play some e4, d5. That would just be perfect, but black's got 100 ways to interact with that.
Yeah, so I always like white in these positions, but that's me.
Yeah, I'm usually pretty happy with black, but I would just play e takes d and get an isolated pawn.
Yeah, I've never seen Naroditsky play normal opening. What's wrong with him?
Right, this is very normal.
Yeah, crazy. Okay, back to whatever it is I was doing. Pakidze Crush. Pakidze lost yesterday in the game we were showing before the round.
Yeah, that was
And Crush has been crushing it.
embarrassing for
Crush
all
is tied
involved.
for second. And, okay, Crush is playing Sicilian. Both sides playing to win. The more you play to win, the more you win.
No, hold up. So the move order was like a con,
Con!
but then she went into a Schwenigan structure because white played like these weird moves. You wouldn't play this way
Yeah,
against
Queen
a
E2's pretty early.
Schwenigan, yeah.
Pretty early. Yeah, right, you wouldn't play here, yeah.
Yeah, like if black, imagine black played a Najdorf move order, you'd be like,
then
what's white doing?
White wouldn't do any of this, right. Yeah.
So that was really nice transposition by Crush.
Mm-hmm.
And you'll see that, like, at a top level, that strong players who play like these flexible Sicilians will do this. But lower rated players, like, never. They're like, I play the con, I'm only doing that.
Yeah.
You know, you gotta like get a better version of a normal.
Yeah, it
opening,
seemed like Nazi didn't really know the niceties of the opening. She played bishop d3, which is one of the main moves, and then yeah. Now black's not better, but you know maybe
very
black,
comfortable.
yeah, I mean
Very comfortable.
This is a weird move order for white. f4. Yeah, Nazi's just going to attack, and so forth.
And Crush is playing fast, even though it's not really theory. I think.
Let's look at book. Oh snap!
Or like over
Probably-
100 games.
Probably by transposition.
Yeah. So
right.
it's like, but people just like randomly get this position.
Yeah, castles,
Don't think
b5,
it's really
b6,
theory.
knight c5, h5, 3 games. Man. Put it in h.
Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah, very suspicious. All right, so that's going to be a complex game. Good. And then we have another London, I guess. Anna plays the London against Anna. All right, trade here.
Very comfortable line for black. I've looked at doing this myself,
Yeah.
especially as a Tarash player. I could play c5 and move 2. I mean,
Yeah. Now, this is a funny matchup because
they're both named Anna.
that's one reason. The other reason is Sharevich is the fastest player in the tournament and Zatonsky's the slowest.
They're opposite Annas.
Right, and you can see that already, you know, Zatonsky's going to think forever.
Yeah, I don't know about bishop b5 myself.
She likes to do this in the London. Sharevich likes to play bishop b5.
Yeah, Magnus popularized that, right? Magnus would play bishop b5 in like the main line.
Yeah. Remember, it's the accelerated London Steinitz counter gambit.
I guess that must be 2c5, huh?
How do you do a counter gambit when your opponent didn't do a
Play
gambit?
gambit. Yeah, that doesn't make any sense.
What?
You're right.
Yeah.
It can't be a counter
very
gambit
suspicious.
then.
Yeah. Etc.
And who knows these extremely specific opening names anyway? You know?
Yeah, I just make them up because it's funny. All right, so
funny.
this game I think looks pretty good for Anna.
Yeah, agreed. Can't disagree with that.
All right, now we got Sabina playing Yip. It's like some kind of Spanish. Okay, now Toker Genova, she against earlier in the event against Yip, she did this, and Yip, who doesn't play the Grunfeld normally, played d5 early, and so I think Sabina liked the way that game went because White just crushed Black that game. So she's like, yeah, play d5 again, and Yip said, "Ish, don't think so."
Right. There is some move order shadow boxing here.
Yeah.
Because white is like sort of avoiding a Grunfeld. I mean, you could still play a Finegold Grunfeld, but that's usually considered pretty solid for white. But c5 is good because now like a g3 Benoni isn't necessarily the most testing way to play against the Benoni. And so white doesn't go into a Benoni, but now is transposing to a symmetrical English.
The queen a5 check confusing the audience.
Right, not trying not to get into a symmetrical English.
And Yip has more time than she started, and Sabina doesn't know queen a5 check because nobody does.
Agreed. I would be shocked by that move.
Well, that's funny. Whoa. That's not one of the top 3 moves.
Interesting, though.
King f1's better. No, I'm kidding. You don't really want your knight here. That's not... Yeah.
So the point is that if knight c3, she didn't like knight e4 and doubling the pawns, I guess? So
Probably.
This disallows that.
Probably.
And even though the knight is awkwardly placed, so is the queen.
The other problem with knight c3 is if I take... yeah, that should be okay. I take with the knight. That should be fine for white. Yeah. All right, so bishop d2 and knight c3 are the engine moves.
Right, I mean, why would you not play bishop d2?
Yeah, because here, and then you got all this problem.
Bishop c3, knight e4.
She didn't want to have to deal with that.
Yeah.
Right, the engine just says sack this pawn, and then you do it in as a Zatonsky by moving your queen every move.
Yeah.
Okay, but Sabina's solid. She played knight d2. And I would think if I had black, I wouldn't be worried about knight d2 at all. But I guess Carissa knows that move because she's moving instantly.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, take here.
You wouldn't bang this out if knight d2 is surprising.
And you definitely want your knight here, your castle. Yeah. Knight 4 b3. Oh, that's right. It says knight b3 because this one's pinned. Very good. Yeah. And then she went back to c7.
Yeah.
They're all good. Yeah, the engine already prefers black a little because that's frankly not delicious.
Bizarre. It's bizarre.
Yeah.
And it only cost black 1 tempo.
Yeah, how bizarre.
Which is, I mean, white's going to spend more than 1 tempo to reorganize the knights. So.
Yeah, the engine suggests knight f1.
I like it. Knight e3 to d5.
Yeah, that's the, What? Yeah, exactly.
I'd probably castle first, but then you have to spend another tempo on a rook move.
Exactly. Also, knight b1 is the 3rd move.
Oh. I like that more, actually.
Greg Shahadi wrote an article before you were born. I
remember it.
Knight b1 exclam.
Yeah. He said it was like a novelty that he prepared in some position. And he showed like a game that he did.
That's right, Neurononum. Carissa has 5 out of 7.